driving too fast into the past. When you reach through the television screen, I can give you anything. Silhouettes and static. The mirror sees you like fire and ice on the dark side.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Now here's Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Now Embiid. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains the triple. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
To the inside. And it's blocked by Embiid. Here's Grimes. Deflects the pass.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's George. And the jam by George.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, BA, and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Maxey. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Down low. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder to stop the run. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Oklahoma City trailing. With the second effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
So it's Oklahoma City now, trailing by 2. Here's Hartenstein. Goes back up. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Back to Hartenstein. Driving inside. He goes up again. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Thunder making a switch here.
Number 13.
Thunder trail by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, BA, I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Now here's Dort. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Chang. The rebound by Embiid. Here's Philadelphia. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And Embiid gets the double team. Launches it from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. On offense, here are the Thunder. 7-point differential. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
To the paint. Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. And another shot. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Maxey with it. Joe covering. 3-pointer Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. .56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Caruso grabs the board.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Over to the wing. Pass to Grimes. Off target with the 3. Thunder trail by 3. And it's Caruso penetrating. Williams. Misses the one-handed jam. Here's George. That one no good. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. With 4 on the clock.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Sixers ahead, leading by 1.
The 76ers, 12.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Joe misses. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Oh, wow! Embiid! So strong!
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
To the wing on the left. Wallace misses. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Grimes. Inside. Embiid can't hit. To the inside. George with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break.
Now, Paul George is always about making the right play. What a pretty pass.
On the wing, Caruso. Yet to see a basket. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Embiid's shot is good. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Thunder trail by 7. SGA takes it himself. The rebound by Maxey. Here's George. And the layup is good off the glass. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Thunder. They trail by 6. The shot by Drummond, no good. Left side, Williams. And stolen by Edwards. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Drummond inside. Second chance effort. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Williams from long range. Kept alive. The putback is no good. Philadelphia leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Ooh, poked away. Oh, George with a steal.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Got to disguise your intentions better than that.
Drummond with the screen. Down low. No good with a layup. The ball's knocked loose. Thunder trail by 4. To the paint. Holmgren inside. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Here are your Thunder Girls. Number 22, Cason Wallace.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Butler. Pass to George. To win the drought. Williams in the post. Now here's Wallace. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt. Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
To the middle. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Now Holmgren. Misses again. 2 for 8 in this matchup. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Williams' shot is good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Drummond inside. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Holmgren. No good. That would have tied it. Lowry surveys the D. Pass to George. And here's Drummond. Drummond double teamed. Lays it up and banks it in. Drummond's gotten his second bucket.
Well, if you're that size and you're Andre Drummond, be aggressive and assertive in the paint. I'm going to dictate the action inside, he says.
And here's George. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Philadelphia leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And no good. Good work defensively by Drummond. Philadelphia leading by 6. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Drummond's got 6.
You simply have to respect the passing ability of Paul George, his ability to read and react and make the right choice. So good.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Drummond. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Down low. Here's Dort. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Pass to Edwards. To the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
The officials were right on top of that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
76ers, Andre Drummond.
No good on the second free throw. Thunder trail by 6. Here's Williams. Up top, Holmgren. Another shot. It's rebounded by George. From 20 feet. Pass to Butler. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. For the finish. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Screen by Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. To the paint. Outside for Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
SGA showing off the athleticism there. Here's Maxey. He's scoreless. There's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Embiid. Left side, Oubre. And stolen by Williams. For the tie. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And he lays it up and in.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Chet Holmgren. First personal foul.
The Sixers trailing. Pass to Embiid. Here's George. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. George has got 11.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
Second
Well,
team
he hasn't been able to capitalize on his chances at the line. Only making 1 free throw.
Boy, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
Pass to Oubre. Off target at the rim. Outside for Dort. And here's Oubre. He's covered by Holmgren. And he goes in for the dunk.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Inside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. George scanning the floor. Maxey on the wing. Oubre with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Grimes' shot is off. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2-point game. George over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You two players. That's a jump ball.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the third. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. George, right side. To the paint. Oh! Embiid packs it down!
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Thunder trail by 4. Joe on the wing. No points yet. Williams from long range. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Oh, George with a steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Exerting himself, Embiid. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Williams with it. Picked up by Embiid. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Sixers lead by 6. Down low. In transition, here they come. Outside Joe. Right side, Williams. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Hey, you're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Seven seconds left in the third. Here's George. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the paint.
43.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Philadelphia leading by 9. Lowry outside. Back to George. 4-3. That one's off. His third miss out of 8 tries.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. George outside. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Drummond. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
That's what we call embracing the physicality of the game. Andre Drummond, never afraid of taking contact.
Thunder trail by 10. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
SGA doing his thing in close.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Here's Drummond. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the inside. Holmgren. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thanks for that, Allie. Oubre can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Knocked away. Dort with a steal. Back to Holmgren. It's stolen by Oubre. George outside. Embiid drawing the double team. Outside Oubre. Philadelphia with another miss. Thunder trail by 6. Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
And Embiid throws it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
It's Dort on the wing. Over to the left wing. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers lead by 5. Here's Oubre. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
And it's Holmgren missing.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Maxey. Off target from three-point range. Left side, Williams. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. George, right side. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander, double team. Williams from long range. Joel Embiid with the board.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Oh, nice play by Embiid. Not just holding it, moving the ball.
And it's Holmgren missing. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
To the inside. And stolen by Hartenstein. Ahead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big time clutch delivery.
George outside. They set the pick. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. The Thunder making a switch here. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Maxey, that's good.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth. Williams into the lane. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. That's it.
There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter here. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Here's Oubre. Williams defending. Clock at 6. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. George, no good. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Embiid. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Embiid drawing the double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Embiid drawing the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey on the wing. Driving in. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And the Thunder call time here. They're behind by 5. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. No good with the triple. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Dort outside. Williams from long range. Oh, he buries it from outside. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Dort.
Still on all 10 and ain't a soul that's gonna take from me. I done life be fairy tale, they be make believe. If I tell her I'll be right back, yeah, she gon' wait for me. I love my every name from A to Z. Yeah, these got me. How the these mad at me cause I got rich? They mad at me cause these went broken, they need fix. They ain't give me nothing, I ain't giving no grown man. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little that worse than me. I ain't buy my other the purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute. Crosses on my pants, I'm a Christian for real. Vixens for real. At the end of it, I stand on business for real. Throw it like money over. I know how I feel to be the streets up. Bankroll kinda small, gotta beef it up. It's forever with us, we don't got it. I put it on your head, keep it up. 30,000 ones, 30 on me. Go around and make it. Keep on acting like you have emotion. You just in a way. Ain't never too far from this. I'm just a flight away. I seen trip and fall, I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip, got rich on suitcases. Ain't slept since.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. The fans here in Philadelphia ready to cheer on their 76ers in this interconference matchup. Outside, Maxey, and Embiid throws it down.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the score by Oklahoma City. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's George with the drive.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Now here's Oubre. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Over Hartenstein. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Williams. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And the 76ers get it back. Holmgren with the steal. Oubre with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. And the rejection by Holmgren. Williams with the ball. George picks him up. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys.
Sixers ENT. Make some noise, everybody.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Embiid. To end the drought. Another miss by Philadelphia. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Embiid. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Now Oubre. Missed inside. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now here's Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Another shot. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
To the floor for the Thunder.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Over to the wing. To the inside. Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter.
76ers foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting from Oklahoma City.
He hits both from the stripe.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Now here's Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around, and he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Here's Embiid after the made shot from Chet Holmgren.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Wallace's shot is good.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now. You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Williams.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The 76ers trail by 11. There's a good screen. He gets it in there.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
It's his first trip to the line. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Caruso, no good. The 76ers trail by 10. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Wallace.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
To the paint. Here's Wallace. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Embiid. Pulls up. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Embiid's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Number 34, Henrik Williams.
Philadelphia with the ball. Up top, Maxey. They get a hand on it. Ball is with the ball. Maxey covering. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a two-pointer. And it comes off the front of the rim. The 76ers trail by 10. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
A nice shot by George.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
With some arc, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And Embiid pulls it down. Pass to George. High arcing shot. Struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 7. Now here's Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And it's Williams finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Maxey covering. Holmgren can't hit. The 76ers trailed by 7. Embiid inside. Here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Drills it from outside. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
To the middle. Back to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The 76ers trailed by 8. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first one falls. And Oklahoma City making a change here. And he can't hit the second. Down low. Rim blocker, Joel Embiid.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Joe. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Holmgren with it. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. Now here is George. Maxey looking it over. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We've got more in store for you right after this. We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pass to Dort. On the wing, Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says, these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. The offensive rebound. Here's Holmgren. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Can't connect from short range. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams up on top. He has 7. Here's Holmgren. Covered by Oubre. And he gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Substitution on the court.
The 76ers trail by 9. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to McCain. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And great awareness of the situation. Gilgeous-Alexander sensing the chance for the steal and just taking it straight up on the break.
In the dunk by Holmgren.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Inside, Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Here's Jang. The rebound by Yabusele. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The 76ers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Down low, and Drummond throws it down.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Dort, left side. Williams, that's a two-pointer. For 3, Holmgren. The 76ers trail by 8. Right side, Lowry. Here's Drummond. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's Lowry with the rebound. The 76ers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And the free throw, no good.
At the line for 1, Andre.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And Drummond throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Joe with it. Stolen. And they're running. And that one's good. Drummond. And now just a 4-point Thunder lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The drive by Lowry. Here's Grimes. Oh, good with the triple. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Joe. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Thunder have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And that one falls for Williams.
Williams, 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The 76ers trail by 7. Embiid inside the line. And there's the call on Joel Embiid.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Williams with the ball. Maxey covering. Williams can't hit. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. George. The Thunder pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now Williams. Pass to Caruso. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Right back after this break. Fourth quarter of action. Upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's George. Pass to Embiid. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Oubre outside. And they double up Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Caruso with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Embiid. Williams with the block. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
At the line for 2, Edwards.
And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The rebound by Paul George.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. We play our game. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Into the lane. Caruso, no good. 76ers trailing. Pass to Embiid. To tie it up. Williams with the block. Wiggins in the post. Here's Joe. He can't hit that time. Good D by Embiid. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
At the line for your.
And Embiid drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Williams looking around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Hartenstein can't get it to go. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Paul George with the steal. Maxey with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid inside. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Good. And it's 9 points for Williams.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Hartenstein. Oubre pulls it in. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Shoots from 8. Can't cash in from close range. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Holmgren. Doesn't go for him. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's George. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And they double up Embiid. Back to Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
And the basket is good.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Embiid in the corner. Back to Maxey. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 on the clock. Oubre, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Williams attacking. It's stolen by Edwards. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. It's good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Here's Maxey. Puts up a deep three. The three won't fall.
And that was a little bit of a range.